Welcome to levelupyourgame.net. I'm Disrepute on my own this evening, but nevertheless still excited to see this grand final of the House of Quake TDM Cup. aCtion Legan versus 102. Let's have a look at the teams quickly before they ready up. aCtion have got ZLC, Nightops, Blind and Dash. 102 got Pavel, 421, Kelapokta and Vex. I always forget Kelapokta, what's he supposed to be called? I know I'm going to keep calling them that in the game. But anyway, the first map's going to be Grim Dungeons, aCtion's pick. Second map, Hidden Fortress, followed by Deep Inside, and then Dreadful Place, the final map selection. And then Purgatory if we need a decider, so it's a best of 5. And in my opinion, it could really go that way. Of course, we followed aCtion through this tournament. Not really by choice necessarily, but they did seem to be in the best fixtures of the games. I'm sure if you were following 102, you would have been following that on the House of Quake stream itself. And both teams, from what I saw, I mean, we saw a map, or like 3/4 of a map of 102 in aCtion. They look pretty dominant. They hit the mercy limit. aCtion pretty much hit the mercy limit on every map they played. So, two top teams. I guess we would have expected it after seeing their performances. And I'm thinking, yeah, it could be really close. And I think it actually will go a best of 5, something we haven't seen in quite a while. Look out for those star performers in each team. I can see great performances from 421. And yesterday, I mean, ZLC, some really interesting play. I put him as my player to watch for aCtion. But of course, all the players involved. Pretty high quality standard we got here. So let's get ready to go, shall we? On Grim Dungeons. That traditional map all the way back in Quake 3. Original id design map, in fact. Double power-ups. And the key is, I mean, really you can play both sides of the map. It's the red armor side, we're just sort of viewing around now, which makes it easy to stack up your team. Whereas the yellow armor side, where you have to split your team and stack them up. And I think the difference between most teams is knowing how to play the yellows effectively. Anyway, we're going to go live on this first map. Following Pavel to start off with, rocket launcher. And yellow spawn in that lower basement area. Usually you see teams rush up to the red armor straight away, and it looks like Pavel just taking his time there. He was actually quite lucky to get a railgun off the spawn, so I don't know. Nobody spawned near the rail then, apparently. I think he wants that rocket launcher back. He's actually taken a lot of damage from the grenades as he's messed around, passing his weapons away. I thought it was a strange choice at the start, actually, to give away his rocket launchers and keep the rail, considering he had the armor. And usually in those combat situations you probably want the rocket launcher player with the armor. Oh, 421 basically committing suicide, jumping across there as the rail is sat there on the rail platform. They got to power up each. Blind with the quad, Kelapokta with this battle suit, gets pummeled. He's gonna get shafted down though by the quad. Blind, no, he's saved by his teammate. Good dodging, only 21 health remaining. Does pick up the red armor though, and he should survive out now this power up run, because that's how strong armor is on one of these plays. He does have a lightning gun to use, and he does eventually pull it out to get the frag. It looks like they are going to secure this red armor zone. And something we saw yesterday was just how well aCtion did when they were in control of the red armor. But as I pointed out just before we started the map, it's usually down to whether a team is effective at playing the yellows that we see a difference between the teams. And I'd imagine both of these teams are much more effective than we saw some of the other teams yesterday at playing the yellow. So, I'm going to cycle around a little bit. Next, it doesn't have any army, doesn't have a rail. Blind with the rocket launcher, just looking up at that railgun spawning. Dash, bit of armor, no weapon. ZLC, he's got the shaft, he's got 100 armor. He probably just wants to sit around and protect that now. 50 seconds before the quad. Try and get all of their players with a bit of armor at this point. There's plenty of time, although actually ZLC is going to go up to 150 armor. Maybe he's going to make a bit of a push through. I wouldn't say it's really particularly advisable when you've already got 100 armor that far before the quad, because it's going to tick down so much before the quad, although has helped him keep more of a respectable armor stack considering that rail hit. Pavel, oh my god, great LG from ZLC. Perfect counter, and I can sit back. Does need to stack a little bit more again for the quad, or at least one of his teammates does. Let's He's actually switched round to Blind, who didn't seem to be stacking. He's got 150 armor, shaft in hand, ready for this quad. 10 seconds away. 2 seconds between the two power-up spawns. There's no defensive player in the position of that doorway. He could have trouble here. It's stolen right in front of him by Pavel. Great grab. A bit risky going up the bounce pad. Don't really know why he did that, but there's the battlesuit. Massive delay on it, and it effectively a double power-up though, as aCtion committed all 3 other players. Well, not a double power-up obviously, but with the quad down, aCtion committed all their players, bar Blind, to go and get that battlesuit, and it did work out in that sense. Seems like 102 were a bit more split. But here's the battlesuit. I mean, he hasn't got any armor here. He is running down. He's only got the rail to use, but can do a bit of damage from distance. Good kill on Lexa. His teammates should capitalise on that dropped LG. 421 picks that drop rail. Did hit one more shot on Nightops before he went down, and that's allowed Pavel to take him out with the rail. Look at that spawn for Nightops. Still so much fighting going on over inside this red room. Only a couple of frags difference. aCtion have actually taken the lead for the first time in the map. And I mean, really, you would expect that considering the way the power swung in their favour with the death of a quad and picking up the battlesuit. And I was just sitting up at the back of the room here. I had to watch the sponsor cycle around a little bit. 41 looks like he's getting ready to mount an attack with a teammate. Going in another direction. Oh, nice defensive rockets from Blind, just pushing back that attack through the shotgun doorway. They're not going to go in that route. Let's cycle around a little bit. Lexa doesn't have anything. Actually, Fell's going through a window. So, aggressive push from who was that? Was it ZLC, I think, underground? Switch around dash on this railgun position. He's going to pick it up as it spawns. Now, 421 does have time on it. Actually giving away a shaft to dash. 8 seconds before the quad. We'll see if aCtion do decide to push in on that. Is dash just going to wait around above the battlesuit for that? 7 seconds is the difference. Pavel picks up the quad, takes a rail straight to the chest. Weakens him slightly, but not significantly. ZLC's got plenty of time to come up the bounce pad, considering the position of the quad. Let's see if they do come face to face with each other. Nice frag from ZLC. Rockets to rail combo. He can move in on this quad. He does run out of rockets, but great rail by ZLC, and the quad is taken down. So they've just got a bit of a cushion. Roughly 10 frags here. Can move out, take control of this upper yellow, perhaps. With no armor, he's being a bit more cautious. We have seen that 102 are the type of team they're going to try and attack this red and win it back, just like aCtion when given the opportunity, until there is a point where they feel it's probably better to sit back on the yellows now. But I wouldn't advise individual players running in on their own. Still following ZLC, going to cycle around a little bit. Pavel just looking to get some kind of ambush frag. Maybe going to push, in fact, inside the shotgun room. He had the time of red. Almost dropped on it. In fact, did take out the red carrier, but didn't actually get the armor himself. That was a brilliant push together as a team by 102. And now they've got position on this red room. 41, they're going a bit aggressive with the shaft. Pavel just following him in. They might push to yellow, but it doesn't seem like anybody's being particularly aggressive in that regard on this map thus far. Cycle around, very low health. Nightops just stacking up on that lower yellow. We've only got 15 seconds before the quad, so that's the last lower yellow. Before that, there is an upper yellow. Really need someone on the door this time. There you go. 102 sent 2 players in there, spamming those rockets away. 41 goes down. The quad is eliminated straight away. Catapop's coming up the bounce pad, taking it out in the back. Battlesuit is up on its spot. Don't want to cycle around, don't want to miss it as it's picked. And there it is, Lexa takes it. Rail in hand. Oh my god, grenade! Just bouncing across it and right between the eyes, and we've got 3 frag margin. aCtion just ahead. This is unbelievably close. And any big slip up on the power ups here, it's going to cost one team heavily.
Teams are tied.
Then obviously Blind with that lower yellow. Just grenades in hand. I'm going to cycle around, have a look what's going on on the rest of the map. Looks like aCtion going to settle for the yellow side of the map. Pavel going aggressive. Actually manages to dodge that grenades really effectively. He's maintained all his armor stack. 421 going aggressive as well. This could be a great move in on the upper yellow. Perfect rocket. ZLC does steal that dropped LG, but it's a little consequence considering the position of the 102 players. They've come back to try and secure though this red armor, as the spawns would have put the rest of his team out of position there. As soon as you lose the yellows, you really need to make sure you get in there and take them straight away. Blind, what the hell was that kind of attack? Just diving in on that red position, rocket jumping up, gets a couple of frags. The red is spawning now. It's taken in front of him. I think he'll have a time on it then. Great rocket.
Two hits. Impressive. Teams are tied.
As we see, it's almost next power-up spawn time now, and there's quite a big delay between the quad and the battlesuit here. It's got about 14 seconds. It means both teams need to spend all their players to secure the quad here. Blind just walking in on his own, so he's easily cessed down by the machine gun. Pavel got a nice armor stack, 81. In fact, they're going to make it easily in time for this battlesuit. It's going to have to be a hell of a defense by aCtion if they expect to get it. ZLC goes down, aggressive push by Blind, almost saves it, but 421 gets the battlesuit, and there we go, both power-ups in the hands of 102. Good route to take up, should catch ZLC in the back. He must have taken the red, takes a lot of damage there. Let's look at that passage of play just before the power-up. Seemed like Blind was the only guy attacking the quad at the right time. So you've got to put it down to a bit of an aCtion mistake there.
Impressive.
Considering how important with the delay between the two power-ups now quad is going to be. Very disappointed in aCtion's regard of how little they aggressed on that quad area. Good securing by 102 though. Took full advantage of it, getting a double power up. So they haven't built up a massive score difference. I mean, 10 frags, but compared to most of the game, I guess that is quite a decent margin. So 102 move back into this red armor area. I mean, the eyes of Pavel. Let's have a look at some of the stats. Nice bit of LG there, 37%. It's looking very controlled, very impressive, because formerly the team was called IP. Moving into the quad, perfect timing here. That's brilliant play, and they secure that quad easily to drop to LG. They've got plenty of time to mess around, in fact, with weapons. Quad going in first though, almost risk getting taken out. Going to drop down in the back. The battlesuit's still got 6 seconds to wait for it. Got to be careful. Doesn't get railed. Does get railed once. Only 11 health left. If they knew that, he actually dived on top of the grenade launcher and they actually miss out. I mean, only committing the quad seemingly. It was kind of a bizarre moment. And the battlesuit can now start to bring it back for aCtion. Oh, that drop, that rail of the spawn just missed out. ZLC can grab that and move out now. Upper yellow, prime position to go to. He has just missed out on that yellow though. Nice bit of pummeling. And he really can't do much more now with only a rail and time running out on the power up. Not the outstanding stats we often see from ZLC there. Let's have a look. 102 going to move in through a shotgun doorway. That's actually quite a decent push together. Following Pavel, and aCtion could be in trouble here. 102 taking the time to move back in though as a whole team. Good play from Pavel, just moved out of the line of fire, palmed off a weapon to a teammate. Really great team play, in fact. Very impressive 102. Switching around from Pavel though, Night Ops. He's in 40 LG, 52 route. Very decent statistics. 20 seconds before the quad. Seems like every cycle, because the battlesuit was delayed, it just seems a shorter amount of time between the power-ups now. Nighthop's spamming grenades, going to block off his teammate if he's not careful. In fact, he does take him out. I'm not really sure why he kept spamming. Going to have to defend this doorway really strongly now, though. It's a 20 frag margin. ZLC takes the quad. Still 18 seconds to go until he gets the battlesuit. Needs all of his team there securing it with him, I think. Good dodge on the first rail. Drops off, takes a second rail shot, but should be in a good position to secure the area still. Teammate dropping down as well. This could be a double power up for aCtion. Should be. Unless they mess this up. There you go. Nighthop's in his hands. The battlesuit, the red is up. And he knows that we could see a decent battlesuit run now as well. You've got 3 rockets, got to be careful. Good choice of route there to get the ammunition on the way. Closing it in to 10 frag margin.
Excellent.
Couple of frags there. 2 in the run. Another bit of damage before he goes down. Of course, he knows the time of the red. It's up now. Teammate grabs it, and aCtion should be able to secure this red armor pretty effectively. A little bit disappointed we haven't seen too much of this pushing out to the upper yellow and securing it. There's the LG! Great spam of the grenades, though, saves it for 102, and that could be very important in securing this next quad, which is only 45 seconds away now. Have to see if they make a push into the red. If they do, it'll have to be now. Otherwise, they might as well start settling for the quad. And it looks like they're taking that option. Dash up and down, that was perhaps quite a good maneuver if it pulled off, but unfortunately for him, it didn't. Pavel should get this lower yellow in 15 seconds before the quad. They should be set for it. See if the attack comes from aCtion. Let's cycle around a little bit. Nighthop's isn't going in. I mean, what are they doing? Spending too long messing around getting the last red, etc. It's going to be close now. He can rush it though. No, whoa. Bit of a delay before the quad. ZLC actually takes out the quad though. He's 100 stack 15 seconds before the battlesuit. Decides to drop down now. He can't have an idea of the exact time because you wouldn't wait 12-13 seconds on the perch for it. No one's actually attacking it though. This is quite a bizarre situation to be in. 1 second before it, he's going to grab it. The grenade does send him off. But where's his team helping secure it? 3 for the 102 players just moving in there and just taking him off the perch. That was a really strange situation. Let's follow Alexa as he's in 50 rail 35 LG in this lower yellow area. Looks like through the wall his teammates are attacking the red armor. Now the question is, what are aCtion doing? Are they fighting over it too? There is a couple of aCtion players in and about. It's great rocket by Lexa. aCtion aren't in the greatest position in terms of weaponry. Suck around a little bit more. So 3 aCtion players in this lower basement area are probably going to settle for the quad setup now. And with so little time in between it, I mean, that's exactly what I would do. Set the yellows, make sure you stack up on that, cycle around a little bit more, dash below this rail position. You could do with a rail 57% as well. Gotta be careful of his health here. ZLC looks like he might be the man to go on the run, looking for some more LG ammo. 150 now, that's a full clip. 10 seconds to go before the quad can get this last yellow. Oh my god, almost gets caught out there. He's lost a lot of health. They are going to lose out on this quad as well. Great attack by 102, and the quad gets eliminated though by Dash. Great shotgun work from him, dropping down straight away to this battlesuit. 2 frags straight away for Dash as well. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. There's the battlesuit, good dodging in fact, but he gets knocked off into the void. Nighthop's coming out with that battlesuit. Only 26 health, gotta be careful. The red will be up in 5, but well, does he know that? I guess he does. Gonna drop in on it, he does miss out on it. Teammate palms him off a rocket launcher. Wow, nice frag. Less than 10 frags of difference now as we go into the last 2.5 minutes with one set of power-ups to go on this map. And they're going to be vitally important deciding it. Now, if I was action here, if they got to control the red, they need to move in probably about 40 seconds before the quad. That's kind of what I'd say the perfect amount of time to move in. Make sure you got a stack, secure that quad area. They're not moving in there quite yet. Maybe Night Ops is going to put some pressure in. Good rail shot. In fact, he needs his teammates to start supporting him. They've got 30 seconds till the quad. They're all inside the red still. This, to me, doesn't make any sense at all. 41's not actually defending the quad, though. Could be caught out here. Octa dropping down point blank range rail. Oh my god, doesn't get taken out by Blind's rockets. In fact, takes out Blind. Well, this will surely secure them victory on this first map at this rate. 10 frags is the difference. Going to easily defend this quad, and as a result, as long as they don't mess it up, they should take the battlesuit. But actually, kind of Proctor misses all those rail shots. Does finally hit him. Dash actually steals the quad. He does go down. It's actually just constantly attacking there. Eventually did get them. They lost so many frags though. Doing it, and now 41 is in the best position for this battlesuit. Can they do another great save? They can't this time. Lexa grabs that battlesuit. He hasn't got much to work with. Going to be shafted down at this rate. Needs his teammates to help him out. They do with that machine gun. Battlesuit surely just can't do anything here. Hasn't got a machine gun, hasn't got a weapon of any sort. Hasn't got any health. And he's down. Really actually surprised aCtion did manage to get in and get that quad, but I think they lost so many frags doing it that it didn't really gain them much, especially when they got it with only 10 health and was easily eliminated. Should really have attacked a lot earlier before 102 had the chance to really stack up on these yellows and get in set secure positions, but aCtion lose their map.
Blue wins.
102, so 1-0 in the series to the Russians, and it's not exactly a surprise. I wouldn't have really said either team were favourite. It was a close round, and now I guess we'll see their play on Hidden Fortress.